Hello, everybody. Actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and switch over to... It's on the left for this game, right, Pyre? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I remember what's going on here. Hopefully the game capture does too. There we go. Yeah, welcome to Pyre. I don't know how long today's stream's going to be. I am beginning to think that my initial thoughts on the game still kind of hold true. Like, I'm enjoying it more than I thought I was going to. But, you know, it is very much a visual novel with just some extra little bits thrown in. That's probably underselling it a little bit, but like if I was to give a quick and dirty review of this, like that's like the experience is just a little more passive than I would like. My opinion hasn't really changed. You rise early that morning, though Protrude is already awake. She scowls at you. Good morning, reader, Protrude. I trust your stay has not been too uncomfortable. Nay, Sandalwood. The comforts of this place are not for us. Fly us forth from here to lower ground. Let us get on with all of this. The reader here shall do so once the group is ready. I thank you for your patience. I don't remember where we're going. Fortunately, I don't have to. It's been almost a week since I've played this, so I'm gonna be a little rusty. Soaring far above Sglorian shore, you notice Pamitha gazing down at the frozen cliffs. That damned place down there. I like it least of all, I think, among everywhere we've been. I'm thankful that there's no reason to return. It reminds me of my home is all, the Highwind remnants. We all grew accustomed to the thinner air, amid the cliffs that breaches the clouds above your commonwealth. But it was not the nicest place. Little wonder that my sisters settled for a rather warmer base of operations in this land, by the nest of Trieste. Anyway, I'm pleased to have to spend as little time as possible near here. Let's fly on by and go about our business. Boom. How dare you, you Nightwing scum! You blasted fools, you cannot intimidate the accusers. We shall face you soon enough in a forthcoming right, but first, we have another pack of fools whom we must vanquish shortly. Until then, stay out of our way. I'm always flying so far. I'm gonna bump into you. I'm gonna bump into you. Come here. Pleasure to encounter you within the skies themselves, O Nightwings. They deliberately crashed into us, Father, yet you still addressed them with such a cordial manner. Now, Almer, I am certain that it was an honest accident, and it appears no lasting damage has been done. Please take the helm, and I shall go and start to pick up all the fallen artifacts which shook free from the walls after the impact. Perhaps some of these old heirlooms may yet be repaired with adhesives drawn from certain flora we may find along our long and difficult quest. Damn you, Nightwings. You stay away from us. Got an achievement for that, so I'm happy. A gloom hangs thick above the pit of Melithe and all around it. You are brave to seek your adversaries here again, reader. Many in the downside believe it to be nothing other than a foul den. They take the tales of Islak Astralborn to be mythology, embellished through retellings over time. You have met others, such as Witch Ud Mildhe, who believes otherwise. Although, whichever their beliefs, I know of none who would go near the place unless the stars demanded it. Thus shall your coming right against the Tempers take place in complete secrecy, as all the rites have. A morbid yet potentially lucrative task. I'm gonna do my vocations. You arrive again to the muddy bleakness of flagging hands, already anticipating the sinking feeling that comes with the place. This time, Bertrude has something to say about it. You know, I would have been really curious to see how Jodariel would have reacted to Bertrude. Like just thinking about it. It's a shame I'm going to miss those interactions because of my choices. We shall show ye how to withstand the less pleasant qualities of this locale. She reveals various salves and minor enchantments to help to counteract the spirit-draining effects of the region. Soon, everyone is feeling better, if but for the assurances. Oh. Cool. Thanks be to Protrude. Oh, we have a conversation. No! This floating rock is going to get me into all kinds of trouble. I can tell. Volfred is poring over a copy of the Book of Rites as you approach. He looks up at you and smiles. The Road to Freedom, written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer still can read and comprehend. Sometimes I marvel how absurd all of this is, my girl. Tell me some things, though. I've spent so much time considering the book, but known so few with whom I could discuss it in much detail. At the rate I'm going, I'm probably going to have to get another bottle before this stream's over. You've had some time to turn through it by now, so what do you think? Worth all the fuss? The Book of Rites is meant to be experienced and cannot be described. That's... Nah, It is interesting stuff. You tell Volfred the book has fascinated you and that you have never seen anything quite like it. He nods slowly as you describe your experience with it. I share the sentiment. To have in our possession a genuine artifact from a forgotten time. How much of it is exactly true, and how much of it is the scribe's retelling of events. I find it endlessly fascinating to consider, I must admit. He puts away his copy of the book with care. It is amazing that these volumes have survived for all this time, I think. Whatever they are made of has withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well. And the ideas there contained, they remain rather provocative as well. To think that the Commonwealth disavows of the existence of this book, despite official recognition of the 8 scribes. Although the reasons why are in there, written plain. How fascinating that its secrets have been kept for all this time. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interests in its teachings. I used to teach a version of its history. To have access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure. Let us be certain to preserve these volumes for whomever shall be next to use them. He turns his attention to other matters and bids you a good afternoon. Anywho, we have a new page. Beyond the valley lies the Flagging Hands, which could be called a swamp if an entire sea could merely be a lake. Soon after our arrival, several of us fell into a dark despair, such were the environs. I found it rather fascinating, though. It held aspects reminiscent of the southern bogs we dwelt in as a tad. We grew accustomed to the dampness of the air, and grew to savor certain twigs and beetles. It can be said the Flagging Hands are an acquired taste, recommendable only for those of our same bent, or perhaps the downside's native imps. The sea surrounding the environs are on three sides, appearing insurmountable at first. The sea surrounded the... I can read. I'm a reader. It says so in the game. Anyway, let's explore. You and Pamitha make a quick search of the muddy bleakness of Plaguemont. However, you find nothing of note. It sounds a little cruel, Rita darling, but we're wasting our time. Let's head back. You soon return to the Black Wagon, where the others are preoccupied with their own pursuits. You should have time enough to pursue your vocations. I think I'm going to focus on global stuff, yeah. You excuse yourself from the others and get to go pore over the Book of Rites and its mysteries. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. In which aspect on the... I think I'm going to go for quickness. Like, speed has been the most vital asset for me in these rides. You concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash. Whether they're from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Yay! I mean, where else are we going? Where else? Where else could we possibly go? Oh, new page of the book, new conversation, What's all this then? Well, this place really is going to get super cluttered, isn't it? Pamitha is staring out the window as you approach. I miss flying, Rita darling. Take it from me, it feels as good as you'd expect. It's not enough for those Commonwealth brutes to cast us down here. If they can get their fingers on us, they make sure we never fly again as we once did. All while calling it an act of mercy. Let me ask you something, You've learned a thing or two. What have your studies taught you of my kind? For an entire age, the long-held image. Well, this... I'm not sure about this, but I know that they have suffered. You know that the harps have long suffered on the brink of extinction, and the wars of the Highwing remnants are all that remains of them now. They may see little recourse at this point than to avenge their fallen, and see to it that the Commonwealth suffers in return for all that has transpired. Such sympathies could not have earned you popularity, I gather, darling. In fairness, you leave out a number of atrocities my people have inflicted upon yours, but nonetheless, you seem to have the gist of it. My kind certainly aren't known for their good sense of humor, I can tell you that. My little tongue got me into no small amount of difficulty till I learned to keep it well under control. The mountains I come from, the views there certainly are something, but there's a bleakness to it too, being surrounded only by those consumed by the desire to avenge. We're very proud like that. Everybody vying to be the strongest, to kill the most of you. That way we might just get us shot with the prince. Continue the line, if he even exists. They mate as poison spiders do, and would ooh. But that's written by the Archjustice. Like, you know, that might just be propaganda on the part of the Commonwealth. And some say they eat their children. It's crazy. Imagine that being the best case scenario, darling. She shakes her head. Anyway, I was just thinking I rather enjoy the traveling we've done. The change of scenery does me some good. Perhaps I'll stick to wandering after all this. In fact, I've a fancy for some wandering right now, if you'll excuse me. She heads out of the wagon into the darkest corners of flagging hands. Very bold of you. Alright, the Pit of Milithae. If there is one celestial landmark in which I would never again wish to tread, unless of course the stars beseeched me to, it has to be the pit. 'Twas dark in there beyond all reckoning. If not for Milithae's sorceress lantern, all of us, we all would have been lost. What lies within the pit is not to be invoked. Although I have no doubt our goodly under-king shall be unable to prevent himself from boasting of how Milithae sealed it there for an entire age. The thing yet lies there, on the edge of death. Through its connection to the stars, it gives the pit significance. Walk there with courage and a steady mind. Oh, there's a... I didn't realize that there was a scribe trial available. You bring me brief reprieve from solitude. What seek you in exchange? Well, ask what's on her mind first. Ah, my best friend in all the world, come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I should call you thus? Perhaps you think that you do not yet know me well, but I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. You are not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so. Especially if one is wont to pry a little, you understand, for it gets rather boring here. I know all about you. A crippled scholar who vowed to help her friends be free again, only to end up spending all of her time talking to an apparition stuck in a stone. Oh, I know all about your loves, or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes. Certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course. I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance, like so many of your predecessors. As for the other Beyonders, they are wraiths like me, as I must seem to all these idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I am able to confide in you. But I suppose I have said too much. Thank you as ever for the visit. You have given me a lot to think about, more than you know. Let's do a scribe trial. I shall gladly oblige my reader. Who is to be the lucky one this time? That's actually... Oh. Okay. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials to Tizo. I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all his ilk, although that really is not saying much. Well, let us bring him forth. Yay, Tizo! Creaky! 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 Imps such as Tizo can banish several adversaries at once with their aura implosion while returning very soon after. I'll have to be careful. Oh god, I don't remember the buttons. Oh, oh no. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Creehack! You know the formalities, of course. Show me then what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here in this trial it shall be just you, my beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us see how you fare. Uh-oh. Oh, you saw me coming a mile away. Whoop. Not today. Not today. Uh-oh. Oh, piss. Damn. Okay. Definitely be careful how I use my abilities. Oh! It's a great start to the day. Oh, gotta watch my stamina better. God, they're really aggressive with that. No! Or at least it's all the way over there. Oh, well, that was dumb. Of course, that they would guard the portal. Grahak! Come now, imp. The test is not meant to be easy, even for the likes of you. I would tell you not to waste more of my time, but then my time is there for you to waste, so try again, now or whenever you so choose. You truly think that imp can achieve something? We shall find out, I think. Well, at least I can try as many times as I want to. Jesus Christ. Everyone is gone from the field. Excellent. Maybe that's what I should go for, just complete annihilation of everyone. Mutually assured destruction and all that. No, 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 no. Come back, come back. Nah, that's fair. I jumped. Fuck you, game. I just can't figure out a good time to use the implode ability. Like, they can outrange me with theirs, which is unfortunate. Yeah, see? I just makes me not want to use it at all. Because I'm punished so... Oh, apparently if I dash, it just doesn't count. I tried to fucking throw it. What happened? Nicely done. Oh, come on! That's just mean. God, y'all are mobile. Oh, that's right. It has to charge. I can't just fling it quickly. I have to hold it to throw. piss, all piss, all piss. Come on, come on, come on. Fair. Get out of here. No, no, no. Yeah. As soon as you run out of fucking stamina, that's it. Damn, he's really quick to switch. Or, I should say she, I suppose. I am playing against Sandra. Hee. A worthwhile effort, Imp. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. The first one I didn't beat on my first attempt, which... fair, right? Like... Freak! You take a closer look at the new artifacts. Oh, yeah. I really could have used that in the trial itself. It's always the way it goes. Alright, so if there's nothing else, I guess we're gonna get to the actual... Oh yeah, let's go shopping. Hey guys, come on in. Say now, whatever happened to that smiley head one guy? Did he really get out of here like I've been hearing, or what? It's true. Oh, that reminds me. I can sell Headwinds thing now. I don't remember which one's Headwinds though. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he says. The thing of it is like with me earning all of these unique talismans for the characters themselves, like I'm beginning to think I don't need all this. And I think I'll go ahead and buy some of these and start leveling some up and just use all my gold. Oh well, we've got new pages in the good book. His was. Rank 20. Actually, who has the lowest one? Tizo, I think. Yeah, let's level his up. And well, I probably should have spread the love a little bit. Let's level up Sir Gilman here. 12. Oh, I don't even have a talisman equipped for her. You know, let's make her quick. I actually don't know how she plays yet. I haven't used her. Once more you have returned to the pit of Milithe, and your companions stand ready beneath a still night sky, awaiting the commencement of the rites. It's very, very still. Very, very still. You overhear some of their words to one another as you await the signal of the stars. This night awaits our glorious confrontation against the Tempers, any moment now! Let's make short work of them then. Just then you observe a glint of starlight that begins to shine above, and your companions soon fall silent. Oh, shoot, that's right. These two in combination seem absolutely brutal. Total bonus if I prevails, plus 6% enlightenment for each. Well, that is something, isn't it? Oh, no, it shows the total. Actually, I think these two... Solid numbers, I understand. Everything else I'm, like, really iffy about.
The much vaunted reader hath returned, and it would appear her ranks grow stronger.
Always.
Consorting with the bog-crone Bertrude army.
Absolutely.
How very strange that you befriended her.
Why's that?
At any rate, your adversaries in this fight shall be the Tempers. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
Hey, look who wants a piece of us again. It's the damned Nightwings. Here to knock us down another peg or two again, I guess. Well, at least you got old curly horns out of this dump. I gotta give you that. One look at her and you just knew that she was too good for this place. Though maybe that ain't saying all that much. And if you Nightwing see her again, you tell her something for me. You let her know Iggy says hi. You let her know. Not that she'll remember some dumb lunk like me. Then Ignaria shoves his mask on. Alright, Tempers. Let's give it to him like we still got a chance. Hold a moment, Rita. The crone Bertrude slithers forth, wearing the raiments of the rites. Now that Bertrude is among our ranks, it would be best if you became familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good Bertrude, please, show the reader something of your aptitude. We expect thou shalt be soon inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show you what we know of them thus far.
The bog-crone Bertrude shows herself in full.
Oh, this is...
I have to wonder what became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular.
Oh, she's fast.
You watch yourself
Holy...
around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile.
I mean, admittedly, I got something that increases her speed a little bit, but, like... Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, she's good. She's very good. Oh, I'm always too slow with the, There we go. Now then, reading one, know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with you because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. We shall aid ye in the rights, and we shall aid ye in that plan. Thus, we are at thy disposal and await thy bidding. Okay.
The right shall begin forthwith.
Oh, right, I can read about people. Motive was anger. Born to a middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. Oh, I've already read this. Yeah, okay. Oh, so the other teams slowly expand their ranks as well, huh? Okay. That's cool. Her aura is not that big, unfortunately. So I'm very much inclined to really just go on the offensive.
Sir Gilman, it is done.
Again, I'm focusing on speed. Alright, you damned Nightwings. Let's see what you got. Okay.
Commence. Bye now, Bertie.
God. This is a great start. Already got myself at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Your adversary's Pyre is the first to falter. Good.
So I'm gonna have to be careful. I can already.
Bertrude plunged into the adversary's Pyre. That's it. The orb engulfed in fire.
Yeah, I'm all about speed. Speed!
Such wherewithal.
Oh, well, that was... Oh, the bouncy walls. I gotta be aware of the bouncy walls.
Their flame has died a little. Do you believe you can prevail in this?
You talking to me or to my opponents? Oh no.
A swift
Piss.
recovery.
No, that... Well, that was awfully dumb of me. La-di-da-da-da. No!
Quite foul for Nightwings. Now there's a proper dousing.
Damn. See that, Nightwings? We still got a little fight in us now, don't we? Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Somebody get the orb.
Where is the orb? Oh, it's all the way up there. La-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Flame of Solium mirth. see you Nightwings keep this up.
Oh, not yep. Oh, the crones are so good. Oh, that was stupid.
A deadly thwarted drive. Their Pyre weakens.
Whew. That was close.
Now end the ceremony.
I'm working on it. Good narrator, sir.
Oh,
Damn fucking...
three Nightwings.
Damn bouncy walls, I swear.
Really negligible effort. The orb.
This wouldn't even be a close game if I had not invoked the... There we... Oh, piss.
And it is done.
Damn it.
The Tempers prevail. How very sad for you.
That was interesting, though. It was
The
interesting.
right is complete.
I think I'm gonna keep those Titan stars up and just get better. Ain't even broke a sweat. You Nightwings ain't so tough as before. Be seeing you around. Our performance doth leave much to be desired.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
So if I lose, I don't get the benefit of the Titan stars.
The ancient crone called Gertrude opened up her eyes.
Thus does our grasp of ancient sorceries grow ever stronger still. For most of the last game, I had more, so I may go for this.
The secrets of the Wild Witch revealed.
Like both of these in combination just make Bertrude really powerful.
Until the next round.
Indeed. After suffering defeat by the Tempers in a close contest, he returned to the wagon to find Volfred and the lone minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange that this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Volfred, sir. Then Volfred notices you there. Reader, Tariq and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky, is all. It appears that the star Kelmer Rope Collar is illuminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this. Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. Alright. Where is this strange star at? So where am I going? Then we are summoned to the Isle of Kelmer, deep within the deathless tempest. Have you been there before, Tariq? So long ago I scarce recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land sprang forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions held about that place. We'll set forth at dawn and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got pages. I need to read those. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is, doing just that. You've soon seen why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften, to the degree it can, whenever Wolfred is around. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burnt to ash. Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. They've worked together, then. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs. No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them, is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then... Even still, and through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well. Thou needest not further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. They each remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are. They act well on their own. He puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life. Back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that. Although I know that is not enough. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Boop. Downside travels. You cannot survive the downside if you cannot get around. Howler shall descend on you, or tempest shall shear you to pieces. That is just the way of it. Traveling through the environs is no simple feat, Consider yourself blessed if you were born a cur. If not, however, you shall have to find a means to cross these lands without the benefit of 4 strong paws. Luce Glorian believes this untamed land can be traversed through means unnatural. I thought at first that he meant sorcery, but he suggests invention. He speculates that carriages could cross this land by harnessing its fury. A wild thought. In my case, my paws shall suffice. Downside climate. I know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It oppresses every living thing, except perhaps the native flora in a few specific areas. Once more... Oh my god. Ugh. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it is cold, or when it is very hot, to use what strength you can to move to somewhere you can think and breathe. The weather in the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which my good friend Molten Milithe shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find, and you cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you rather than constrain you. Okay, so that's all. That's fine. I love the very clear indication of when there's something new in the book that I haven't read yet. So if I do miss something, I can double check. Volfred joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Kelmer. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's drive imps seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, do you suppose the Chastity were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars. Though we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. Well, you make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through to the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden in amid these waters, though for now, you have some time left before continuing onward. Let's collect on... Oh, well, hold on. We have pages to read. We waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed and laughed, for the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless, through sorcerous aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Solium Mur detected there the presence of the treacherous aide who lured him into exile, and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last we arrived on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. Of course, they would be listed in order. Even if they're not unlocked in order, they shall be listed in order. Oh yeah, liberated. He's tidying up. wallowing in nothingness. Keeping a lookout. Gazing into the... Oh, where can I check on Bertrude's status? Oh, that's right. Out for a brief swim. A full-time job in a downpour such as this. You follow Ruki into an inconspicuous-looking locale somewhere in the dark waters of Barb Reef. He soon procures something from a hidden stash. Alright, sister. We got what we came for. No funny business, just the way I like it. Okay. That was very straightforward. I was expecting a lot more involvement with that. Now what's everybody's doing? Tizo's fast asleep, gazing into the abyss. Don't gaze too long, for the abyss shall gaze back. Making speeches. Glaring into the waters. Tidying up the wagon with Wolfrid. Tidying up the wagon with Pamitha. Reliving the past. But it's about all you can do in a void of nothingness, I suppose. Listening to the sea. I wonder, like, how random these statuses are. Like, up until this stream, I've been checking them pretty religiously, but I'm beginning to think that there's really nothing to this. Oh, right. Let's actually have a chat. Ruki is counting the group's supply of soul. What is soul? Old coins you can trade. Okay. Then he sees you approach. He rushes right up to you as per his custom. Hey, sister, I was just seeing if we could pick up what we could pick up from the slug market next chance we get. Been running some numbers here, and by my count, we've made old Falcon Ron richer by 538 souls so far, if you can believe that. Sometimes I think he's fleecing us for all we're worth, you know? But I figure we got a decent arrangement going. Hoarding Saul ain't gonna do us any good down here, and Ron's merchandise can help us get ahead. Those talismans are weird, right? But they seem to work, especially if you heap some of that Stardust stuff onto them, right? Say, you don't think that it's cheating using that stuff, do you, sister? He does not give you an opportunity to answer. Though anyways, that Ron and I, we go way back, alright, like you don't even know. He and I, why, technically we knew each other even back before I ended up down here. He was one of my importers, so to speak. Yeah, he and I, we had a good thing going for a while, sent all sorts of junk downriver to him, and back in the Commonwealth, the soul was still worth something to some folk. One day, of course, the jig was up for me, if you understand. So imagine my surprise when I ran into him, right here on his home turf. You make an effort to imagine Falcon Ron's surprise. Yeah, fine, so Ron didn't shed no tears about me getting thrown down. When I first met him face to face, he just says, "Oh hey, Mr. Greentail," like he's expecting me or something. Though he did seem pretty miffed at losing me as a supplier. But he got me as a customer. Believe you me, his prices would be 10 times worse if not for Rookie Greentail's premier loyalty discount taken off the top. Just whatever you do, don't go around asking questions about him. Believe you me, the less you know about our good chum Falcon Ron, the better. Anyways, I'm off to chase my tail for a bit, so be seeing you around, sister. He bounds off. Okay, well, you enjoy that. I'm a boat. Here in the murky waters of Deathless Tempest, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcome, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the Council or the Blood Border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned council members could do anything about it, he left them. He since made contact with Wolfrid's agents, and is working together with them. Thus, the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger imp custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, "Keep going. I'll see you here." You thank the messenger imp for relaying the information. Soon, your companions are all abuzz about it. Kriha! A glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us! May that boy's spirits infect the lots of ye as would a plague. I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? Wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. Yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwyn. Right behind you, chum. The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Yay! I'm gonna need all the hope I can get. I wonder how the messenger imps find us. Like, that's because we're everywhere. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kaelmer. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance, you hear old gibbering noises that sound like drive imps. As is our custom, let us read about the location. The traitor Kaelmer Ropecollar, whereas he brought about our empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of our dear Solium, we forgive him. We have forgiven him. We give a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the Star's plan. If not for him, then we, the Eight, would never have aligned. We never found the Ropecollar. He fled into the sea toward an isle, which we knew well to avoid. 'Twas there, we think, that Kaelmer's tattered mantle finally did him in among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Oh. Are we approaching the end of these rites? The end of an era, the closing of an age. Whoa, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is extra special customers. I'm only joking. You're the only customers I got. Got you again. Only joke about that, too, because I got tons of customers. It's just they always bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I just got a little something here that maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. It reveals to you twin rings, jewel... Two presents, two quickness, two hope. Huh. Infinite stamina would be amazing, actually. Thinking these things are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? But anybody could probably use them, provided they was to buy them off of me. Duh, I was gonna get it for myself, but anyway, let me know if you want them. Oh, yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell these old dues. I'm never going to be using... Wait, what? Cannot be used by harps or saps. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I regret buying some of these now. You guys really are my favorite customers, you know. Alright, let's do it. Everything is prepared, and night is just beginning to take hold above the eerie stillness of Isle of Kaelmer when Volfred gets your attention. Reader, I suppose you might remember our first meeting with that manly Tinderstaff. He would be mortified, of course, if you forgot. I would say that he is an embarrassment to my kind, but unfortunately I've known many others like him. We are a discontented people, I suppose. Anyway, when last we saw him, you might recall that I avoided him. We are not good acquaintances or anything, but he knows enough people in high places that he could be harmful to our plan should he know of my involvement, and so... Oh. I shall have to be discreet here. As I am with the Nightwings once again, I can no longer hide from him outright. Perhaps, though, he shall take me for a common sap. Anyhow, it seems we have a right to conduct. Okay. I'm gonna try one more time with these and just kind of see how it goes. No, it is not Stardew. How's it going, Alders? Welcome to something different. Finally.
To you as ever, O you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Cain. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. Your adversaries in the coming right shall be the Chastity. Whosoever pyre yet burns ere the break of dawn shall surge forward on the path to glory. Now prepare yourselves.
Sorry I didn't notice your message sooner, by the way. Chat's been really quiet, so I've kind of started to not pay attention. My, what have we here? Why, it's the Nightwings, come to grace us with their presence once again. You think that you can simply cut us down like last time, is that it? You sense Volfred reaching out to you. Reader, let us indulge him for the time. Perhaps he shall reveal something we can use to provide a disincentive for his meddling. Just let him keep talking. I shall attempt to remain hidden. And my, the color of those raiments, I mean, they are rather gaudy in this light, I have to say. Although I made no offense, of course. Oh, is that a popular pastime over there? Sorry to hear it's, bothering you. You know, I'm going to borrow your phrase there. The inconsiderate gits. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I woke up to it raining a bit, so I've been, you know, sluggish. I just always want to take a nap when it's raining. But I had a show to put on, so here we are. Also, why is chat not showing up in on stream? Hold on. Oh, am I just blind? Or does it not stay that long? Very weird. So, do you suppose the ride is going to commence soon? As much as I enjoy our chats like this, I do have to get going soon. Oh, yeah. Okay, your messages are appearing. I'm just really slow to pick up on chat today, I guess. They're used to me. Yeah. Is there a push to legalize it over there the same way there is over here? Several of our states here have made it legal, but it's still illegal on the federal level, so there's like a bit of a conflict going there. If you must know why I'm expecting an important message from the other side, no less, come dawn. I hear something is brewing out there, some sort of unrest, So, yes, it's a very important message, since all this way by one of those imp couriers, and I must say, those little things, their services are certainly not cheap. Though I'm sure that I could get you a good deal for the services if you wish, perhaps, to contact a loved one back home, All I ask, of course, is that you stand aside and let the chastity prevail, as well we ought, for I have a date with Destiny not long from now, upon the fall of Solium. He continues talking for some time, until at last the rite is set to start. I like that this looks like a sports stadium. I was curious if they were going to go that route with any of these locations, but I started to have my doubts after my first visit to the mountain. Here we are. Okay. Oh my, look at this wonderful assembly of exiles come from all different corners, Such a colorful retinue you Nightwings have. You know, I heard the most preposterous rumor about you, that you are harboring an especially notorious criminal, one who has designs upon the Commonwealth itself. He looks right at Volfred. But I could not imagine such outlandish tales could possibly be true, Anyhow, I so would like to meet everyone here. Hello, good Nightwings. I am H. Manly Tenderstaff, and truly it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Manly has intruded upon your privacy as you set to choosing your triumphant. He could not be less welcome. He seems to be searching for someone in your ranks. Should I be polite with this intrusive git or no? I like the word git. I'm going to try to use it more. I'm going to be polite. I'm a polite reader. You suggest to Manly that perhaps he ought to check on his own triumphant in the key moments prior to the rite? Why, yes, of course. I was just taking the opportunity to bid all of you salutations, for I so enjoy getting to meet my fellow exiles face to face like this. Yes, there may be rules against this type of thing, but who's counting, am I right? I'm sure the scribes wouldn't mind if they were here. Anyway, now that you mention it, I ought to go check on my wonderful colleagues. See you shortly, and good luck. Manly leaves, at last, leaving you to focus on the rite again.
Now let us begin.
Oh, he's not participating. Okay. That's fine.
Bertrude.
I shall again focus on speed.
Sir Gilman.
And on that front, I think I'm going to choose Rookie here. I swear, that Manly makes even my skin crawl. Are you quite ready yet, O Nightwings? I doubt you are. Because my colleagues in the Chastity and I, we have a trick or two we think shall take you by surprise. Just watch. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Oh, I don't like that they move around. Our struggles and our plan, mere entertainment to these lonesome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the Isle are quite passionate about their rights. Just now they offered a bounty of salt if our triumphant proves worthy. They would pay us? In exchange for what, exactly? And where'd they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is that they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, Who can say how much Saul lies within the sea? Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real if the Saul would be of benefit. Indeed. Then, reader, my girl, it is yours to decide to entertain these sad creatures in a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now, let us not distract you further here.
A flame is stricken. Tis taken. Flames of freedom. Yes. Blessed be. Your pyre burns brighter for the while. Glory.
See, this is how I'm used to my games going. Oh, I jumped over the blasted thing. There we go.
Pyre's flames grow.
The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Now, my impish friends, do calm yourselves. Calm down. I said calm down. I said calm down.
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is a sacred tradition, not some boorish spectacle, and it is done. The Nightwings prevail. They hardly deserved it, though, if you ask me.
I don't know. I feel like I earned
The
that.
ceremony is complete.
Yes, I know. Gits is a great word. More than one is gits, basically meaning inconsiderate, slightly nefarious, slightly intentional in their actions, uncaring attitude, rather harsher than idiot, less harsh than... and more equal to prick on the grand scale of insults. I appreciate you educating me on the finer points of British... I'm gonna have to talk to Stolen. I would like the chat to stay on the screen longer. And I don't know how to affect that with my new setup. Wolfred watches the outburst in silence. Keep spouting off like that, Manly, and you shall reveal all we need to know. I did read Manly's thing. I hope I did. You harbor such a fear within your heart there, don't you? Coming from the aristocracy and now in exile. How they must speak of you. What will they think of you if you don't get out? Or, even if you do. Wolfred remains deep in thought, studying his adversary. There, I see now. Then Wolfred recedes into shadows. What? My head? Who? Oh, I believe there must be some mistake. I have to go. Ta-ta. Fine evening to you now. It's been a pleasure, genuinely so. Manly stumbles away in a stupor. And there he goes. I've lifted certain burdens from him for the time. A bit of mercy for his sake. For my people's sake. As well, it should ensure he has no lasting memory of our encounter here, or running into me. Now let's be off before he catches up with us again.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
You know, with all this rights business, there's been this one real fancy move that I've been mulling for a while, and I think I've just finally got how I could pull it off.
Sir Gilman's not as foolish as his lowly kinds want.
This knight wonders at times about why we are here, and which forces have transpired to bring us here together. Has Under King Orus himself taken an interest in this noble quest?
Gertrude's lust for knowledge becomes manifest.
The strange designs of the 8 scribes, their everlasting sorceries, are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think. I think I'm going to go for this one, just so that no matter what, Bertrude is dealing more damage. That's probably cheating, but I don't care. Man, I do appreciate you teaching me the finer points of British insultry. I shall, of course, make great use of this knowledge down the road. After you and your fellow exiles defeated the Chastity, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Rookie seems to be unwell, although you cannot yet sense why. How are you feeling, sir? I just want to go lie down, chum. I feel totally exhausted. I see. Then please do not exert yourself or try. The lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Rookie appears rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feelings not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness. Oh. Oh, I need to be... Although, that was my first time using him in a little while, wasn't it? If anything, you'd think Sir Gilman would be the one suffering. I think I've used him more than anyone. Now, don't sell yourself short. Your knowledge of Greek mythology has been most enjoyable during my Hades streams. He should soon be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstances shall he be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I ought not to keep you from the stars above. Please, go and have a look at them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. Okay. Well, that is good to know. So I can't just spam use my favorite characters then. I do have to switch between them. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Burns bright over the cairn of how Lindell is already on his way. Oh God, playing against these three with all my handicaps might not be the wisest course of action. Although their auras are small, I wonder... I wonder if I should go for larger auras here to take advantage of that. It'll mean sacrificing the speed, but Rookie is down for the count anyway, and I don't want to risk some of my other characters suffering from banishment sickness, so let's go for that. Is this knight to understand they shall soon confront Sir Deluge and the Pyre Hearts once more? Then, this is to be a most exciting time! The knight's one-time commanding officer, imagine, if you will, a worm without the slightest trace of bravery! Sir Gilman then recants his tale of Sir Deluge's past, and how it is that they wound up together in the downside. Sir Deluge, a worm knight of the Sea Dominion, and former ally of Sir Gilman. He lacks the sort of courage for which his kind is known, yet somehow leads the Pyre Hearts anyway. Some worms born under the Sea Dominion's waters sought life's meaning on dry land. The Commonwealth recognized their chivalrous tradition and soon put them to use. Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the high-wing remnants, yet time and again he distinguished himself for one simple reason. He would not die. His unusual instinct of self-preservation kept him safe in many battles, and over time he was repeatedly promoted for lack of any real competition. Then, in the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum, when retreat certainly was not an option, Sir Deluge retreated anyway. This was a breaking point, and he was at last sentenced into exile. In the downside, he sought water, where he made contact with Sir Gilman and other members of his kind. They all saluted him as their superior. The other knights had little choice but to respect his rank. As the Pyre Hearts, they conduct the rites in the name of their great hero, the Under King Orez, while adhering to their strict code. This knight might not have failed quite so miserably at the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum had his entire regiment not turned to disarray after Sir Deluge fled. Perhaps by confronting his former commander, this knight's own honor may be regained in part. For now, however, this knight must beg your leave. You say goodbye to Sir Gilman in turn. There is no time to make flight preparations now, though in the morning you will press on once again. Good God, that's a lot of pages I just got revealed to me. You thought Ruki was trying to get your attention, but soon realized his attention was fixated on someone else. Might I assist you with something there, Mr. Greentail? Ruki has not struck you as the sort to ever be at a loss for words, and yet... no, I was just trying to see if maybe... Pamitha gives a laugh, not in an unkind way. At ease, Ruki darling. You should know I have no immediate plans to snatch you up and eat you for a snack, if that was your concern. No, it's just, What is it then, Look, I got this really stupid question here. Been bugging me is all. It's just, us curs, we don't have many run-ins with you folk, and so... What is your really stupid question, Ruki darling? Okay, here goes. How come you always wear that hat? I was not expecting that to be the question. Pamitha remained silent for a time. Then, this helm was given to me by my blood sister on the night of my first kill. Slowly she reaches for the helm. Ruki Greentail, this helm, it means nothing to me now. I want you to keep it. What? Then Pamitha begins to laugh again. Come on, Ruki darling. You have got to stop being so serious around me all the time. I don't bite. Besides, we seem to make a decent enough team out there, I think. You're pretty quick. Ruki laughs rather sheepishly. Alright. You got me pretty good there, sister. So, that stuff you said about the hat then? Total nonsense, mostly. I just happen to like it. So you're saying I can't keep it? If I get out of here before you, Mr. Greentail, it's all yours. It's a deal. He skitters off before Pamitha can respond. She simply shrugs at you and smiles. Again, it comes up. Like, who will I free next? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Anyway, there's no time to... Oh! Finally, the final section. The Greater Titans. The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the water so that he could see them plain, the burning essences of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest. But in the downside, this one met those whose own star shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together we achieved great deeds. You may have seen some evidence of it, the remains of the greater Titans, which once darkened this dark land. But in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. The power of friendship! It is this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the Titan stars never stain the sky during your time. Unfortunately, yeah, the boundless sea of Solus and a blackened star are all that of what remains of the Blood Titan Endriga. Oh my god, I have to use the Blood Stars to, or I have to use the Titan Stars to get the lore about them. That was the last section of the book. Oh dear. After this one's exile, he was joined by many of his bravest worm knights who awakened the Blood Titan inadvertently while searching the downside's murky depths. Andriga was most displeased to see her hibernation end, and vowed to 4 ages of torment on us and our sea dominion. Our assault was grander than can be described, and lasted days and days and days. The noblest of worm knights fell upon her massive form, as waves which dashed themselves against the rocks. Our resolve eventually exceeded hers, and she collapsed into the seas and disappeared. This one alone remained to tell of it. In the words of the Under King Ores, know you the sacred Mount Elodio, the highest peak within the lowest land? Then know that it is no mere mountain, but the fractured bonework of the world titan himself, the archbeast Sungris. This one's bog-dwelling companion, Milithe, is too mild in her account of our ascent. 'Twas not a pleasant mountain hike, but a pitched battle, spanning 17 full moons. Finally, the 8 of us, we climbed atop the brow of the old Sungrius. We merged our strength, and struck the mortal blow, such that the archbeast shattered finally to pieces. 'Tis no mere myth that from the archbeast's eye the shimmer pool emerged, the sole means of freedom from this land. Hi. How you doing? You doing good? You doing all right? My arm's getting tired. I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm now committed to the bit. How you doing? Are you doing good? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing all right. Welcome back to Valfius TV. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Hey now. I mean, I can't blame you, really. I can't. Oh, that sucks. That means I'm gonna have to use every Titan Star at least once if I want to get all the lore. The Chastity. Those bearing the name The Chastity all count themselves disciples of Luce Gloria and the 100 Minds, known firstly for his wisdom, but also cherished for his modesty, integrity, and kinship. Sklorian's priority in forming his triumvirate was to instill in all his subjects a deep-seated deference and respect to the rules governing the liberation cycle. It's like, I stay for now, but you do that again. And yeah, hello, Franny. Sklorian's priority in forming his triumvirate was to instill in all his subjects a deep-seated deference and respect for the rules governing the liberation cycle. The cycle of the rights need be respected to be understood, and needs to be understood to be respected, Sklorian said. That's some circular reasoning, right there. Like, if you understand it, you respect it, and if you respect it, you understand it. If you don't respect it, you can't understand it. And if you can't understand it, you can't respect it. So you either know or you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You Sorry. Thus, the Chastity are emissaries of the cycle. Should they earn back their liberty, then they shall spread enlightenment itself, and all of us shall grow. Cool. Tizo is cleaning his coat. Ruki is feeling, oh yeah, the banishment sickness. That is most unfortunate. Faye is lost in prayer. Sir Gilman is out for a swim. Bertrude is speaking in tongues. Excellent. Mytha is nearby. Volfred is nowhere to be found. Oh, that's concerning. Blah, blah, blah. Let us commence with our skyward journey thus. I'm gonna crash into you now. My, that was a bit of a close call there, Nightwings. Are you perhaps intent upon humiliating us even more after last time? Now then, we've a most pressing engagement soon, so I'm afraid we've little time to chat. Much as I do cherish our exchanges, we must beg your leave until some other time. I'm gonna crash into him again. Hey. Well, if you don't tell me why you're interested in... Ruki is of two minds. Okay. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Bertrude. Oh boy. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, you know, I just want to chat. I just want to... Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I've been imprisoned here? I think you said 800 and something years a conversation or two ago. You guess that Sandra could have been in her current state of exile since well before the dawn of the current age. At first she shows no indication to have even heard you. Close. Soon enough I shall be getting there. I have been imprisoned thus for 837 years. Yeah. See? I remember things. And occasionally stuff. According to my count, at least, it is possible I have lost track. Although, given my state, I can assure you that I have had ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. I expected my own death, regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this. Certainly not to be telling you about it 837 years later. Or however long that it has been. Although, enough of that for now. Let us get back to business. I will resist the urge to sing the song that just came into my head. Because we're not getting down to business to defeat the Huns here. We're doing rites. Oh good, just as I was beginning to feel more bored than usual. Has literally everyone else has been approved. Okay, this might be my last rite. Or my last, my last trial, rather. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Bertrude. The old bog crone, then. She does have some potential, I should think. More so than most of those with whom you share that little residence. Then, let us bring her forth. Soon, Bertrude appears, in heed of the summons. We sense that thou hast need of us. I actually don't know what that noise is supposed to be, so that's... The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, crone. You answer to me here. How very... How very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now come. I like how the hexes work even in here. Nope. Oh no! I jumped over it! How embarrassing! No! I missed! I've never seen them do that before. He passed to get his aura back so he could defeat me. Oh my god. You know, at this point I feel like I just deserve to lose. I'm playing terribly here. Boxalas! Or whatever it is that you... A simple test, undeserving to be called a challenge. I ought to fail you just for gloating, crone, but these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. She keeps calling me lovely. Does that mean I've done it with everyone now? Good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us then what trinketh she bestoweth upon us. Lilith's tail. Okay, that's actually huge. That's big. That's... Where'd it go? There it is. And it's already level 20, so that's excellent. You end up spending part of the day with Ruki exploring the area surrounding your wagon. You learn this area used to be a swimming hole many years ago. I knew some carriers used to go swimming around here. Did some horrible things to their coats. Your lasting memory of this place is standing by the shore, imagining the feel of the water. As you head back in silence, you consider which of your vocations to pursue. Oh. I need to study with Bertrude, I think. Like, Ruki is getting close to maximum enlightenment. Faye would do well if I would just use her for a bit. Yeah, everyone else is like... Well... Yeah. Very well, then. Educate us if thou canst. You ask Bertu to explain to you in her own words the histories of the 8 scribes and speak of how their varied backgrounds formed the basis of not just the rights, but of the Commonwealth. Perhaps not all the wisdom of the scribes lies buried in that tome of thine. I'm never having a private session with her again. She's rude. She is rude, and that's why her name is Bertrude. Because it rhymes with rude. It's... I thought it was funny. No conversations, no nothing. Okay. Oh, hey, you guys. You know, Dad here, he don't like talking much. But don't get weirded out by that or anything, because I think he likes you. Especially if you keep buying stuff. Do I need, like, how much did I spend on this? I spent 20. So he buys it back at half price. Yeah, I'm just going to sell this. I'm pretty confident in my mastery choices, so... And we're just going to buy this. I really feel like leveling up the talismans are the way to go. Like instead of buying new talismans, I'm just going to level up these special ones. Alright, so who has most need of it? Hers is already a 25, 11, 12... Okay, let's start with him, because this is the lowest. By 1, by 2, by 2, by 2, by 2... Okay, so what's his effect again? He jumps further. Oh, that's huge. Yeah, let's... Now he jumps 51% further. Cool. So, be seeing you guys. Downside dining? I like how we're getting lords just from buying stuff. That's pretty neat. Check 50 different pages. Okay. That's a nice achievement to have. How to sustain oneself with food and drink in such a place as this. The less said of it, the better. Do not complain, observe, and above all, keep moving. Sources of sustenance avail themselves to those with keener sense. In warmer climates, search the ground at break of day for subterraneans. In colder places, dig for them. Give them purpose. Drinking pools are rare, but moisture in abundance outside of the sand folds. Some is poisonous. Take only what you need. The downside limits any opportunity for excess, but it provides enough amenities to meet the needs of life. One who withstands it cannot help but feel a sense of gratitude. Okay. I wonder how many pages the book actually has. 'Cause I'm unlocking them fairly quickly now. As you await the stars, a form dressed in the raiment of the rites approaches you in Volfred. You at first presume it for one of your next adversaries, the Pyre Hearts, but it cannot be one of them. It also can't be Jodariel. Who is this? Beside you, Volfred starts, something you have never seen him do. You observe the colors that he wears, an inverse of the Nightwings. Volfred Sandalwood, it has been a while. No, this cannot be. The demon unfastens his mask. It can. You perished. I watched you fall. You did. I grieved for years, yet now you live. I do. Although these horns, they grew long ere I could walk again. Unbelievable. Then why are you here now, Oralek? He is a former exile of the... Okay. You know full well, Volfred, to reclaim what is mine by right. The demon Oralek leaves without another word, just as the stars above burst to life, and seem to set the sky aflame. You know, I just realized, not only do I have to use the Titan Stars, but I have to win with them to unlock their lore. There's quite a variety of them now, too.
Time Singer Han, Archbeast Sun Grease.
I don't know about the whole extra stamina for them.
Lunacy is this?
I'm sorry, what'd I do?
Here the Nightwings are to stand against themselves this time around. This is a mutiny in violation of the sacred law. The exile whom you face, Oralek. Long ago he had his chance, and he relinquished it. He cannot simply claim it now. And I cannot preside over this nonsense. Good night.
What happened to the Pyre Hearts? The stars showed me where to face them. They must have suffered a misfortune of some sort. Tampering with the stars' designs is not permitted, Oralek. Cheating the worthy of their rightful liberty is not permitted either, Volfred. You must know I took no part in that betrayal. Search your heart. Oralek says nothing for a time. Then... Where are your raiments, Volfred? I have refused to wear them since, in show of solidarity to you. And to elude the voice, I would suppose. Yes, that too. I see. You were never very good at this anyway. We shall see if that new lot of yours is any better. They were lovers. Franny's like, calling it now. You cannot be serious. What sense is there in us standing against each other? But Orlek puts on his mask and stands ready. I shall crush this lot of yours, Volfred. You shall see that I am not so easily discarded, and you shall not deny my liberty again. Reader, the adversary whom we face, Orlek, a former exile of the Nightwings. What is this? He is not one to back down. He was very experienced in the rites, even at the time, and so beware. There was no one in his day who could prevail against him, and he appears even stronger now. I wish I had more valuable advice to give in this. I wish I had foreseen this. Well, the plan I had just goes completely out the window now. And of course, Ruki is unwell. I could really use him right now, but he can't participate today. You know what? I shall rely on my strategy that I've been working on. I've been doing so far. Which is speed. I shall be fast. And with Pamitha, I shall fly over the competition. I'm normally not keen on getting into other people's feuds, but if you insist. Such a triumvirate you have assembled, Volfred. Then let us see what they can do. Come and face me, false Nightwings. Oop, nope. Oh, this is going to be difficult. I can tell. Oh! No! No, no. Okay, we made it. Well, I missed him, but at least I got the... Oh, piss! I forgot how far the demons can dance. Oh, nice block. No! Damn it! That was too slow. I shall not give in to you, false Nightwings, not while I draw breath. What changes now, I wonder? No. Oh! Oh, you fuck! You baited me! Oh my goodness. I'm glad I decided to turn off all the Titan stars though. That would have been rough. You who call yourselves the Nightwings, it seems that you have learned something from Sandalwood after all. But you are the Nightwings in name only, and as for the rights, it is a mockery of what it once stood for. All of this, a stain upon the legacy of the scribes. Volfred looks on as Oralek departs without another word. Oralek, forgive me. Good a time as any to say thanks for having me along on this strange little journey of yours, Rita darling. Oh, right. Yeah, quickness, speed. That's what I care about. I really need to use Faye in a right, but like I was planning to use Faye against the Pyre Hearts, but then we ended up not playing the Pyre Hearts, so I had to adjust to overcome. I'm just afraid that now one of my other characters is going to have summoning sickness. Or banishment sickness, rather. Oralek, he has changed. Scarce resembles now the one with whom we traveled then. I am afraid so. I can only begin to imagine what he has been through all these years. Reader, as you can see, Oralek and I, we have some years in common. A story for another day. I need some time to look at how all this affects our plan. Reader, madam, Oralek is a principled person. His freedom was denied him just as it was in his grasp. A doleful tale. Volfred shall tell you more of him in due time, of that I have no doubt. For now, it seems the stars beseech you once again, outside. There, deep in the infinite dark, once more you see a single star shining. Oh, we're going back to the mountain, aren't we? Yeah. Who will we be playing against? The Fate? Again, it boggles my mind that the Tempers are rated so low. When they have won more than any of the others, aside from my own triumvirate. Once more, then, unto the falls of Solium. Excellent. Our plan proceeds at pace. We need but continue to make good on all such opportunities the stars present, so much as possible. Then our ranks within the Commonwealth may yet grow strong enough that we shall sway the people toward our cause. It shall be difficult, but the people have their hearts and consciences, and the Commonwealth has long since lost its way. The never-ending wars with the Highwind remnants, the passing of more sentences of exile than ever before, for increasingly more dubious causes, the burning of books, the outlawing of literacy, these are corruptions on the teaching of the scribes. Together we shall prove it soon enough. Volfred, sir, what of Oralek? Volfred says nothing in response at first, but then Oralek appears to have his own agenda now. We shall have to try to keep an eye on him, although our plan remains the same. Anyway, we have a mountain which we need to climb. Let's all rest up a bit, if possible, this night. We fly at break of dawn. Page revealed the Nightwings. Crow, crow. Tizo seems despondent following the confrontation with Orlek. Hello! Yeah, that's right. Tizo would have known the original Nightwings. Room. Yeah. Well, I mean, if the man was betrayed, I can understand it, you know? The little imp looks at you with sadness in his eyes, but says no more. He skitters up into the rafters. The Nightwings. What is a life without an adversary? If not for forces that conspire against the will, life would be devoid of its innateness, the desire to overcome. Thus, when we the Eight at last each fashioned a triumvirate based on our own ideals, we realized a void still needed to be filled, as the night sky needs moonlight. We Eight were united. Our triumvirate shared our affection. They needed us to set them all against a common foe. Thus did we form the Nightwings, a triumvirate envisioned to exceed them all, both through means mortal and divine, and give undue favor in each turning of the cycle. They are the adversary we all face. I really think it would have been more fair to let the other triumvirates face each other. Why is it that we always get the chance at freedom, but they do not? You land amid the ancient formations of Mount Elodial, at whose summit awaits the liberation rite. Thus begins our third ascent to the fall of Solium. My agents in the Commonwealth report our plan is proceeding. Let us strive again to liberate one of our own and raise its chances. Okay. Nothing new in here. With some time to spare after having landed, you join Ruki on a brief expedition to the monument of Haub the Swallow. Hey scribes, it's your pal and ever loyal servant, Ruko Greentail here, just stopping by to say hello is all. If you're feeling generous, just thought I'd let you know I'm sure like to get on out of here this time, okay? So, let me out, okay? I owe you one. Soon, you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Haub the Swallow has shown you favor. You shall soon begin your ascent, though there is time as yet to pursue your vocations. As if Ruki wasn't already fast enough. Amazing. I want to go for global. You locate a secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rites. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. You know, let's go for even more quickness, yeah. The 8 scribes who composed the book. Their influence and their experiences spread through the pages into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, but you can't tell from where. Sir Gilman or... Oh no! We're dead! Never mind, we were hiding behind the rock the whole time. While traversing the splendors on their way to the summit, you pass a monument to molten Milithae, and Sir Gilman happens to take notice. Is an exile self-imposed still worthy of your blessings, O good scribes? This knight most certainly hopes so. His compatriots so yearn to once again be free of this knight's heart goes out to each of them. Please, help him to help them. Soon, you and he are finished paying your respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that molten Milithae has shown you favor. Ooh. You and your companions arrive again at the Scribe's Gate, before an archway carved of stone. Shall we, reader? The minstrel leads you toward his counterpart, who seems unsurprised to see you all approach. The exiles of the Nightwings, and you again, Tariq. Greetings, Celeste. We have returned. The stars shine darkly these past nights. Nothing more than a portent of your arrival, is it? Likely nothing more. Now they are ready for you. Then come forth each of you, in turn. Please state your name and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Wait, you. She points to Bertrude. You are new amongst this group. You shall go first. Please, do as she asks, Bertrude, madam. We are known throughout the downside as Big Bertrude. We follow Sandalwood, for we are fond of him. He led us into exile, and he shall lead us out. The gate guardian acknowledges her and motions for the rest of you to proceed. Everyone does so as before, including you. Once you all have declared yourselves, she regards you all for another moment and beckons you toward the mountain's top. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth in glory. Thank you, Celeste. Until the summit, Tariq. Look at that big book. Hey, welcome back, you guys. You know, I guess it's a pretty decent spot for business all of a sudden, because used to be it was real bad up here, you know? I'd be here and just wait and wait and wait. Something gets real cold, like I was telling you before and stuff like that. So anyway, you buying anything or what? What is this? Bottled Void? Okay. Oh, I'm broke. It's not even a joke. I'm just broke. Okay. Come back when you're gonna buy something. Again, you have reached the fall of Solium, where one among you can go free, provided you prevail against the fate in the liberation rite. Reader, we would ask a moment of your time. We have to talk. As darkness falls, the minstrel and Volfred pull you aside. We have some news that is, depending upon how you look at it, potentially unfortunate. The lone minstrel directs your attention toward the night sky. The stars are fading. It is true. With the advent of the Titan stars, visibly fewer stars seem to be shining than once you saw in the sky above. Well, it did say in the good book that the arrival of the Titan stars would signal the end of the current age. So this doesn't surprise me. Yes, I have been studying the good book. Yes, the stars themselves are vanishing. Why, I do not yet understand, but what it indicates is this. The rites are drawing to an inexorable end. The light of the stars. Without it, the rites would be unable to commence. Anyway, that is the bad news. The good news is there are lots of stars to go. How many liberation rites remain, I do not know as yet. The arithmetic is complicated. An estimation of the number of the stars, the rate at which they fade, the accelerating rate at which we're being summoned here. Anyway, I'll work it out as soon as possible. For now, I felt that you should be aware. We can inform the others in due time. At the moment, though, they have this right to think about. And so do you. Look forth! As the stars above begin to shine, Volfred's words begin to sink in. It seems you have a limited number of chances remaining to liberate your companions, including this one now. No new ones? This one is fucked.
Sylvius horse-headed.
God, I don't like that at all. If you liberate a fellow exile, their equipped talisman is returned to your black wagon. I noticed.
Congratulations, Frida. It would appear the rites are drawing to a close. Doubtless the doing of that Orlek in all his bitter spite. For now, your exiles have another chance at freedom here upon the fall of Solium. So too do the fate, your adversaries. They fought so very bravely for this moment. Whichever side prevails soon shall send one of its own into the warm embrace of civilization.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates are present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates are present and prepared. I do really like how the appearance of the Titan stars both, gave you a chance to greatly affect your gameplay, and had a very significant effect on the story as well. I like that marriage of gameplay and narrative, Then, anointed one of the Fate, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. The bent old cur, Dalbert, steps forward, and struggles for a moment with his mask. Greetings, good heralds. I am called Dalbert Oldheart. It is the greatest honor of my years to stand upon this sacred site, upon which the 8 scribes first anointed these glorious proceedings. Nightwings, we are honored to be in your presence once more. Father! I have to say it like that because that's how the actual guy says it. I hope that's not offensive in any way. They are our adversaries, not our hosts. We need not be so gentle with them. They shall do their utmost to keep you from your freedom. Dalbert, your son speaks out of turn. Control him. My sincerest apologies for this unnecessary outburst. Alma, please. We have worked toward this opportunity, and we must make the most of it. He puts his mask back on. My son and I stand ready to begin. As for you, Nightwings, you bring darkness with you. What have you wrought upon the stars? Celeste, please. We do not know what is amiss here. The Nightwings have come only to see that the liberation is carried out. Indeed, then make your choice, Nightwings. Who among you is to be anointed here?
Who shall return to glory?
See, it puzzles me that I can anoint Tizo, because this is Tizo's homeland. The imps are native to here, so why would Tizo ever want to go back? Or would ever want to go, I mean... Good choice there, sister, though if I get out of here I don't know what you're gonna do without me.
Who shall stand with him?
I was thinking the same, actually.
Tizo.
Screech rock! I kind of wish I had chosen Faye, but Sir Gilman has bonus hope, so... I feel like I've kind of ignored Faye this entire stream, actually. I feel kind of bad about it. By this knight's honor, we shall fight with all his might.
The choice is cast.
We give thanks for this opportunity to face you, O Nightwings. Now let us strive in our fullest capability, in honor and with grace. Save your strength for the right, Father, and for the Void's home. Let this be our final battle against them.
Commence.
You can do this, Almer. I believe in you, and so do the scribes. Wait, what? What is this? What are you talking about? This is the Liberation Rite. What are you doing? Faye pulls out her mask. I think you are my friend, Almer, and so I am hoping for the best. For you, and for your father. I believe in you, and so do I. But we have to do our very best as well. And I know we cannot all prevail. Only the Fate or the Nightwings, but not both. Not both. Almer looks on in stunned silence. The outburst seems to have disarmed everyone. We all have to do our very best, and then the scribes, they're going to watch over us and make everything okay. You'll see, Almer, you'll see. She puts her mask back on, and as the Liberation Rite continues, whether her words flustered your adversaries or emboldened them, you cannot tell. Nicely done. That's fair. What was that? Hear us now, O noble Jomir, for we beseech you. Surely we cannot prevail without your aid. If ever you have heard my prayers, I beg of you, please, smile upon us now. Whether from his prayer to the scribes, or simply from Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles here. If they are banished now, they shall not soon return.
Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son. Banished.
That's fine.
Absolution.
Ooh, that was close.
Deliverance.
Oh, come on. How'd I even do that? Oh god, the banishment does last a while. Holy crap. Now, enough of that.
Resplendent. Your victory is at hand.
God, he moves so fast when he's dashing like that.
All of the night winds banished. The orb sails forth into the flame. Now go.
Oh, you can move so far. I forget how mobile the imps can actually be.
And there it is, at last. The night wings proved their worth. An outcome which left little room for doubt. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen.
They're both wagging their tails.
The exile appointed by the night wings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Alas, my son. Once more it seems that I have failed you. Father, wait! What good is freedom to us anyway if we would be apart? I mean, that is one way to look at it. So, what now? I guess I'm just supposed to jump into this waterfall thing back here, and then that's it? Home free? Home free? Something comes over him then. Now listen to me, chums. Don't any of you go thinking you're gonna miss me, eh? You're gonna do just fine, even without old Rookie Greentail there to keep an eye out all the time, even though the rest of you are just a bunch of slowpokes and all that. Me, I'm gonna be so busy drinking myself silly on Commonwealth stock, I'm sure I'm soon gonna forget each and every one of you. But just in case I don't, you be sure to stop by and visit me if you ever get back there too. Just look for Mama Greentail's shop, right in the heart of town. You can't miss it. So yeah, stop by, say hi, you know, just, I think I gotta go, so, excuse me. He drops into the shimmer pool and disappears within. although you can still hear him going on about something. Whoa, let me tell you, this is weird in here. Hey, it's starting. Oh, wait.
Godspeed, Rookie Greentail. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may yet continue for a while. May the scribes have mercy on us all.
Father, wait. Calm yourself, my son. The liberation rite is ended. But... no, how can you be so calm, even now, after what happened? Did you strive this night with all your heart, Almer? Yes, but it was not enough. It was not enough. No, my son. It was enough. It was more than enough. Father... You prevailed in the liberation against the fate. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Rookie, who returned to the Commonwealth. You know, of all of the opponents I faced, I think that old dog is probably the most deserving of his freedom. It wouldn't surprise me if some people play this game and intentionally lose against, you know, in some of these rights, just to... yeah. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. Rahum! Surely the good Rookie would rather we celebrate than grieve. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be next to go. So far, I've intentionally chosen, you know, the original 3 I met. You know, I did that for story reasons, to reunite them on the other side. Like, Jodariel I chose first for gameplay reasons, but after that, I thought it would be good for them to be reunited on the other side. I have no idea who I'm freeing next. And it kind of sucks to have to choose. Then Volfred asks the group to gather. You sense you know what news he is about to share. Everyone, I must apologize to bring such news at this late hour. Dims the brakes, yeah. But I felt that you all would wish to know as soon as possible. The context of our plan has changed. He looks at everyone before revealing to them that the stars have revealed to... What the stars have revealed to you both. The stars above are disappearing. They seem to just be fading away, one by one. For reasons that the scribes alone may know for certain, though we all may harbor our suspicions. See for yourself if you have any doubt that this is so. A hush falls over your companions, all exhausted from the rite and now stunned into silence. This also kind of sucks, because it's going to get to a point where whoever I don't pick, like, there's going to come a time when they will not have another chance at freedom. If this phenomenon continues unabated, and we have every reason to believe it shall, then the rite shall cease when the stars no longer shine. Permanently cease, that is. Your companions exchange glances. You sense negative emotions rising. Confusion. Fear. Before, I gave you the impression that, should the Nightwings not prevail in the Liberation Rite, you would have other chances. This remains so. However, our chances now are numbered. The exact number I have yet to ascertain, but to be quite frank, there are more of us than we have chances left. You sense your fellow exiles are beginning to realize what this means. I know this must be difficult to hear, but it is not to be a cause for panic. Our plan remains essentially unchanged. We shall take which opportunities arise and return as many as we can. I urge you all to take whatever time you need to think this through. At dawn, we shall head soon again to Moonlight Alcove. We can discuss this further then. Now, please get some rest. Our path grows harder, though not insurmountable. Not while we stand together. We can still prevail. The group disperses. Some whisper in hushed tones. Others turn to their quarters speechless. There will be time later to better understand this omen. So some of the choices, I think, are going to be easy, right? Like, Tizo, this is Tizo's home. I can't imagine Tizo wanting to leave. Sir Gilman has sworn to aid us, like he's in exile willingly at this point. Bertrude is only doing this to stay close to Voldred. So that leaves who? That leaves Faye, Pamitha. Well, just Faye and Pamitha. If there are more than 2 cycles left, I might have to make a very difficult choice. And I really don't want to let Pamitha go because she's such a good player. Like, she's such a good character to have on the team. On kinship. Each one of us within the 8, besides the imp Ha'ub, we would have perished in the downside had we not found each other and together formed our union. Here, in the downside, all are bound. But that which binds us here does have some latitude. We chose the bond of kinship. Our exile took precedence over our differences. The Empire, which had subjugated all our kind into a tense alliance, shall give way to a society in which our differences are paramount. There, may you embrace your ancient cultures, whilst jointly forming a great culture all its own. Next to mercy, it is kinship that shall form the bedrock of our commonwealth. They really had lofty ideals for it, didn't they? Ooh, what's this? We have bottled lightning. After the Liberation Rite, you find Sir Gilman in an uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. He salutes you crisply with his tail. It looks like he's giving me the finger, actually. But, I mean, he only has the one, so... Glory to you, Master Reader! And glory to the noble Rookie Greentail! Long may he prosper in the Commonwealth! And in so doing, may he benefit the plan into which we have all been thrust! Then he falls silent for a time. You sense him growing very emotional. In noble Rookie, this knight found a kindred spirit, Master Reader. One of questionable honor, the greatest cunning, and such blinding speed as to befit a minstrel's tale. This knight fears our triumvirate lost something irreplaceable in him. Of course, this knight is also pleased that Rookie has achieved his freedom, very much so. And furthermore, this knight shall continue training even harder than before. Rookie Greentail! This knight shall train on, and until such time as he is swifter than the jagged lightnings and the deathless tempest. Now, Master Raider, this knight must make his leave of you, for it is time, not for his rest, but for his training. Know that he is very grateful for your wisdom and your guidance in these rites. Between yourself and Master Rookie, you have instilled within this knight an unshakable resolve. He bows low and bids you a good evening. Once again, I feel like the Liberation Rite, you know, the end of the cycle, is just a really good place to settle down and end this for today. Everything's been saved. So, yeah, I'm done here. And there is part of me that's entertaining the idea of maybe, you know, streaming for another hour or so. But I really think now's a good time to stop. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing some Transistor. That might end up being a longer stream. Let me get the big cam going here. Just because it's Transistor, and I really enjoy Transistor. So, yeah. Beyond that, you know, I don't have any announcements or anything. Don't have any... Oh, hey! Before I end the stream, Franny, have you watched the tech demo for The Witcher 4 yet?